Bonjour from the sunny south of France. I'm Taylor Rampon and I'm the France correspondent for National Living. Very excited to give you a tour of our home here in the south of France today. Been living in France for the past 12 years. So we live outside a Provençal village with a funny name called Ulliul. Go ahead and spell that for you guys at the end of the video if you want to have a quick peek at where we're at. We're about a 10-minute drive from the larger city of Toulon. Again, this is southeastern France. About a 45-minute drive from the second or third largest city in France, depending on who you ask, which is Marseille, quite a large city, and about an hour's drive from the very beautiful Provençal town known as the Paris of the South, Aix-en-Provence. So we're in good company here. This is called the Var department with some big names like Saint-Tropez falling in the Var department. As you will see, it'll be a lot cheaper than these really glamorous and glitzy places you can find on the French Riviera. A department for us in the United States is like a county. So we first rented in Toulon. We had a 2-bedroom apartment near the sea, which was a great place to start out. At the time it was 900 euros. We subsequently purchased an apartment in the same neighborhood for 220,000 euros, and about 4 years ago we purchased this home, which is a bit larger than many of you might be thinking of, and I'll go into more detail on that. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home. And we are in a housing tract, a French housing tract, which is called a lotissement. We first looked at living in the center of the village, which is a lot cheaper. If you want to look for village homes, you can definitely rent, or you can look to buy. Village homes usually are on a few levels and do not have any outdoor space, but they are quite affordable, so you can look at getting something in the center of our village for about $230,000. If you want to go further inland, again, we're quite close to the sea, the prices will drop at least by 20 to 30%. So something to keep in mind. Before we start the tour, wanted to give you a couple other figures. Forgot to say how much the house is. The house is 420,000 euros, so about $456,000 at today's exchange rate. We pay about 1,700 euros in property tax. Electricity is 120 euros a month, and we take care of our heating with that. We include, well, no, we don't include, wood for the fireplace is about 550 euros a year. I'm from Southern California, so I will definitely show you how green it is around here. We have 4 distinct seasons, so even though it is the south of France, it gets down to the 40s here where we live. So we do a mix of heating with wood and electricity. Water is about 59 euros a month, and internet is 40 euros a month, and we tack on 15 euros for each mobile phone. And the last thing I'll talk about is the property tax for our home is 1,700 euros a month. So you can think of some budget figures. Again, we will downsize when we go into retirement, probably move back to Toulon. What I loved about being in a city like Toulon and other French cities is that you do not need a car. We never used our car when we were in Toulon, and you have access to supermarket, cinema, great restaurants, bistros, and it is right along the sea. I love having the garden, and I have this outdoor space and a larger home, but just to give you an idea, there are all different price ranges available, and there are still apartments for 200,000 euros in Toulon. So that's what we're looking to do in retirement. Just to give you the full picture of our life here, I'm going to walk you down to the bottom of our street, and you can have a look at the lotissement. Another reason we chose this area is because we are walking distance to supermarkets. So it's about a 10-minute walk to Lidl, which I love, and I'm usually there early on Saturday mornings. We are a 5-minute walk to a very nice, reputable medical clinic, which has all medical services and even dental and physical therapy. So that is a window into why we chose this location. The only inconvenience is having to take the car into the center of the village. Again, something we'll probably do away with when we go into retirement, because I would love to just be able to get up in the morning and walk out my door and go to the local farmer's market and have my coffee and my pain au chocolat on the square. So let's go ahead and get started with the tour, and I will give you my email address at the end of the video if you are interested in sending me any questions or feedback that you have. All right, I'm going to start you guys off with a view of the forest that's in front of our house. It's nothing to write home about, but if you look far, far in the distance, there is a thin strip of blue. Not even sure if you can see it, but that is the Mediterranean Sea along the port city of La Seine-sur-Mer, just to give you an idea of where we're situated and how close we are really to the coast. About 10 more minutes to the east is the city of Toulon. Let's swing around here. Again, the housing tract, about 70 different homes. We have really lovely neighbors. The majority are retired. Again, this is a really quiet spot to live. What's really nice about this area too is that everybody comes together and really looks out for each other. We also end up having happy hours in the forest, which are called aperitifs. And this is my neighbor actually over here. Take it off. So this is the road out of the lotissement leading to the shops that I mentioned, like a Lidl. There's another home goods store down there, and the hospital, the clinic. So let's go ahead and get started up here. The thing that was fortunate for us is that not the previous owner, but 2 owners ago, the gentleman was a landscaper, so he has put in different kinds of trees and bushes that are adapted to this climate. I myself added some succulents and cactus because it is quite like Southern California here. It gets quite hot in the summers and they tend to be more robust. We also have a number of fruit trees. Coming up here, this is a cherry tree or cherry bush. In the back, we've got an apricot tree, a fig tree, and an apple tree. Our home is on 3 different levels, which are all actually called half levels, demi-etage. You'll see what I'm talking about once we go inside. So let's go ahead. Home is a bit of an older style. I like it, but it might not be for everybody. Built in the 1980s. We haven't done too much work, a lot of repainting to make things a bit brighter inside. You can see it's quite light outside, a little bit darker inside, but does keep it quite cool in the summer months. Got a cat, their cat perch, and also the radiator where we get our heating from in the winter, and our very large fireplace. You can purchase a lot of furniture at IKEA. We have a mix of furniture from IKEA, and we also have from a secondhand shop. So there's like a Goodwill close to the village. I bought that, I don't know what we call that, if we call that a hutch, for about €100. At the Goodwill, this table is from IKEA, and there is another, I guess this is a hutch too, I'm not sure what that's called, from the secondhand shop as well, and that was about €120. So if you're thinking about how you're going to furnish your place, there are cheaper options available. I really like going to these secondhand shops, and antiques are also huge in France. What I like about this home a lot is all the connections to the outdoor space. Obviously in the south of France, we spend a lot of time outside. Like to barbecue and eat out here. This is kind of the side yard going to the back, and where we have some of those fruit trees. So let's go ahead and back up. All right, I'll take you into the kitchen, the most important room in any French home. Again, the whole house is a bit of an older style. Try to lighten things up. Painted all of these cabinets white. The rest you can see is the original tile. As far as appliances go, we have the dishwasher. Something to keep in mind is that if you do rent in France, even furnished rentals may not have a dishwasher, a washer or a dryer or refrigerator. So it's important to check if you're going to need to purchase those things or if they come with the rental. And swinging around, we've got our kitchen island from IKEA and the refrigerator. Refrigerators will be smaller in France, as with most things in Europe. It's all about downsizing. You can get American style or American size refrigerators. It's just it's just where you're going to put them, because a lot of times you don't have enough space for the big refrigerators, but it is possible. Last year, just take you to the oven again, with an older style. I'd like to replace these at some point. And we have both a mix of induction style cooking and regular gas, which we get from just a bottle. So we'll swing around here, coming out of the kitchen down to the hall, and got a half bath here. Just repainted the tiles, and we put in the this past year, which we're quite proud of. It's our biggest DIY project. Tons of home stores in France. The most well-known one is called Castorama. So it's just like Home Depot. You can go get everything you need there if you need to do some DIY projects. This is the laundry room, which I'm embarrassed to say I can't show you everything because the other side is just covered with clothes and jackets and old shoes, like a lot of laundry rooms around the world. So I'll just show you, this is our washer. In France, people don't do a lot of washers and dryers. Some storage space. All right, we'll swing you back around here. And we're gonna go upstairs. Yeah, people don't do a lot of washers and dryers. They hang their clothes outside or on racks inside. I do miss having a dryer. I think we've been talking lately about getting one, putting one in the garage. So here we go, up our half etage, half floor, one of the main rooms. And another thing to mention, not a huge room. We haven't done too much in here. We have taped it off to repaint it. We've only got one coat down. And I would really love to repaint this closet. This is what is considered a built-in closet in France. Closet space is an issue. Don't have a lot of built-in closets in older homes. Some of the newer homes and apartments, yes. So I have that closet. And swinging around here, my husband has this closet over here that was purchased from IKEA, which again, it's not very big, but you know, we're making it work. We got some storage space under the bed. I just really like this view. I'm gonna open it up for you guys to show you. This is the forest, right? Nice view of forest. All right, backing out. Try to go quickly, but not too quickly. Full bath in here with a shower and bathtub. Here we go. This one has been redone, so it's quite a modern style, and there is a last bath on the 3rd story that we'll have a look at. Quick view of the shower that has also been quickly remodeled. Another piece of furniture I got from the secondhand shop. I'm quite proud of. And this is my daughter's room, which you can kind of get the whole theme of it. It was originally an office that we have modified, and it is definitely a girl's room. Again, not huge, these rooms. They work for us, but homes in France, depending where you look, not huge. Again, these two thin closets that were put in from IKEA. Here's another one here. Again, one of the drawbacks, we don't have the dryer and we don't have a lot of closet space. And we're going to take you upstairs. This is the last level, probably my favorite level, because this is the guest room. So when we have friends and family come, they can stay on their own level, which I always thought was nice, and it's just quiet up here. And another bathroom here with a shower, okay, for the guests. They're kind of on their own up here. All right, and we've got a guest. Someone making a guest appearance is our cat, Bella, who is having a nice little siesta here. This is the guest room. We need to do some redecorating in here. I'm not sure what style I was going for, but I tried my best, and Bella knocked off our other picture we had on the wall. But the cool thing about this room is a really nice view, and it's super quiet up here, especially when you close the shutters. You can sleep forever. So another purchase from IKEA, and another purchase from IKEA, which serves as a small closet for visitors. So come wrap you guys around. Got Bella here. Take you guys outside, and we'll finish the tour here on the balcony, and then I'll wrap up with a few questions. Just a nice view under south of France sunshine of our home in Ulliol, south of France. I hope you enjoyed this video tour of our home and neighborhood in southern France. The village is called Ulliol, O-L-L-I-O-U-L-E-S. A bit of a mouthful, but a very beautiful place to live. I'm happy to answer any questions about moving to France. You can email me at france@internationalliving.com. Merci beaucoup, and wishing you a very bonne journée from southern France.